Happy Sunday, Soul Reading Sunday, free tarot reads today. Yeah, gosh, I've had a fun weekend. I was away. I had a girls' weekend, which I don't do very often, very rarely. It was good fun. Hello, K Mac. Is that Kat? I can't work out. Hi, Kate. Hello on Instagram. Hello, Facebook. Nice to see you. Hi, Tracy. Oh, you made it. You got here. Fabulous. So good to see everyone. Yeah, I had a really lovely weekend. I've been away. You're Kaz. Hi, Kaz. Oh, Kaz. Hello. Long time no see. So glad you're here. All the love. It's been a while. Laura, hello. Kate, hello. Caroline, hello. Nikki, hey. Really good to see everyone. Yeah, I was saying I went away this weekend. I'm a bit excited. I don't usually go away. Oh, hello, Chloe from Meriden. That's for those of you in other states. That's in a little country inland in Western Australia. Hello, Shell, Jacinta. Yeah, so we were away this weekend. Had a good time. Didn't want to come home. Could have done another day. One more day. You always miss the lives, do you, Kaz? I'm so glad that you made it. Oh, I just realised who you were. I thought you were someone else again. No, it's Karen, isn't it? Oh. Took me a little while. Hello, Narelle. Cheryl, hello. Susan. Kaz, have you booked in your soul reading again? Oh, just, I'm still tired. I had to have a nap today because I had such a big weekend. We were out of control on Friday night. I don't usually do out of control things, but we were out of control. We were having a good time. I was having a great time. Needed it. I needed to be around some other cool women that are relaxed and don't have these big spiritual egos. Women that you can just chill out with and do all the spiritual things without having to be ultra spiritual. It was good fun. We had a great time. Thanks, Chloe. You like my jacket? Yeah, it's a new one. I've just been updating my wardrobe a bit because my clothes were on their way out, so all super worn. So I just got myself a few new pieces for this winter. Loving this jacket. This will last me forever. Love it. Yeah, I'm happy with it too. Hi, Deb. Hello, Deb from Melbourne. Hello, Diane. New here from Wommaran. Did I pronounce that correctly? I hope so. Hello, Miranda. Yes, my jacket arrived. I did wonder if these look like two nipples. I wasn't sure about it with these two things on there. I thought, well, they sort of look like nipples. I wish I could. And then I couldn't unsee it. When I said that to myself, I couldn't unsee it. And then I kept on looking at it like these were two nipples. But, I'm over it now. I don't mind anymore. Gotten past it. Yes. Anyway. So totally looking forward to tonight's read. Little heads up. So, I always like to do a little bit of housekeeping. Now, I've got my 9-month tarot, very high nipples. Yes, they're a bit high, aren't they? But initially when I put it on, I thought they looked like nipples. But anyway, moving on from the nipples story. So, yeah, too high for nipples. Oh, we're all obsessed with the nips now, aren't we? The nipples. Anyway, so... Oh, thanks, Lorenzo. I appreciate that. Yes, so, yes, my 9-month tarot program. Oh, look, guys, it's such a fabulous program. 9 months, you, me, and a very small, intimate group of women. 9 months of psychotherapy. We're not just reading tarot just for the sake of reading tarot. It's so much more than a tarot course. It is you doing personal and spiritual growth, evolving who you are, deep diving into the very soul and heart of your being. And I get to hold space for you every week so that you can go through your little transformations that end up as a giant leap by the end of the ninth month. This is like a rebirth. This program is an incredible rebirth. You rebirthing, you becoming. You're becoming, however that may look for you. And of course, with the guidance of the amazing mythic tarot, all the psychological associations of the card, doing psychotherapy. I'll be teaching you psychotherapy, dream analysis, or dream therapy, I should call it. Really, it's dream therapy. You'll be learning counseling 101. You'll be learning narrative therapy. You'll be learning, of course, all the psychological aspects of the cards, as well as how to create a private practice, like I do. You know, I'm going to teach you everything that I know. I'm giving you all the gold, all the good stuff, all the stuff that people rave about when they come and have sessions with me, and they jump online and they say, oh my God, just do it. It was so good. I teach you how to do all of that, all of those amazing psychotherapeutic techniques that you're not going to learn anywhere else. You won't. You absolutely won't. And the narrative therapy, you can only really learn that as a postgraduate. And I bring that to the table for you that hasn't got, you don't have a psych degree. Doesn't matter. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to teach you all the good juju. It's amazing. So yeah, so the link for the course is above. It's in the bio, and it's also above in the live here. The link is there. There is an easy pay option, which is only $300 a month for 12 months. It's not that much. I was just talking to a friend this morning who's been doing a 12-week heart activation training, and she's paying $1,000 a month. You guys, it is such good value. Jump in. I will. This will be the last one that I run this year, because I just don't have enough space in my calendar, and I love to do one-to-one work. So I want to create space for that too. And yeah, you will stand out as a professional after doing my training. You will not only learn how to develop an ethical and professional practice using tarot psychotherapy, but also you'll go through huge transformations, huge growth, amazing growth. That's you, me, every week doing personal work. It's gold. It is absolute gold. Anyway, up the top, if you've got any questions, private message me. Happy to chat to you about it. And would love for you to join us. Yes, you can make the money back in no time after 20 readings. It's just not that much. Look, to be honest, guys, to have weekly psychotherapy, you would pay more. You'd pay far more. Anyway, it's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's a gift to yourself, and you develop a new skill that you can monetize at the same time. So that's 22nd of July. Early bird closes 10th of July, and yeah, I've only got 4 seats left. There are 4 seats left if you'd like to join. Okay, so how this works, I'll be doing, I should introduce myself. My name is Marina Lovas, your soul purpose mentor. I support intuitive and spiritual entrepreneurs to monetize their passion to purpose, creating programs and services that sell out. And, thanks. Thanks. Tina said you're looking swish. Thanks. Yes. What was I going to say? How this works tonight, I'm going to pick 3 cards, and these 3 cards will be the energy report for this week, reading for the collective, your spirit team, my spirit team, your higher self, my higher self, all working in sacred collaboration together. And I've put my hand up to do the weekly report for us. Love doing it. Love getting the readings. Love having a reading for myself as well. So it's for me too. Love it. After I've done the energy report, then absolutely jump in and ask away, and I'll pick as many people as I can tonight to read for you. So let's pick the 3 cards, shall we? Shall I get on with it? We want good cards. We want really good cards. We want good juju, everyone, don't we? We want our dreams to come true this week. This is all about manifesting what we love, stepping into our power, becoming the most vital version of who you are. We want cards that reflect that. Spirit, we'd like some insight this week about how we can step into our power, how we can empower our lives, how we can move from disempowerment to empowerment. Where can we grow? Where can we evolve? Where would you like? What will you have us do this week, Spirit? Where will you guide us this week? Yes, submission. Let's submit, everyone. Let's submit and see what comes up. Okay. Randomly chosen. The cards randomly chosen. So, yes, sharing would be amazing. Hello, Ben. All the love. I love my Ben. I put staked claim over Ben. He's my colleague. He's my mate. Love Ben. He's amazing. The Sun and the 10 of Cups, please. Is that what you'd like, Kaz? Yes, I'm thinking the Sun as well. I'm also thinking, well, I wouldn't mind the 9 of Cups. Who'd like the 9 of Cups? I'd also really like the Ace of Pentacles. I wouldn't mind a bit of that. I'll be happy with that too. Let's see what comes up. Oh. So, okay, we've got to read this from the highest perspective. Doesn't mean it's shit. This is really relevant. I think I'll get to it, shall I? Okay. So the first card that I've pulled for tonight is the 10 of Wands. Now, the 10 of Wands represents being at the end of a creative chapter. Well, let's talk about the Wands first. So the Wands represent your soul purpose, your destiny, you in your creativity, how you produce your art in the world through divine inspiration and the imagination. It's bringing the imagination into physical form, or the ideas. This is kind of like the Wands are like the ideas card. Sometimes I think of the Wands as being like your creative insights, your whimsical fantasy moments when you're daydreaming about the life that you'd long to lead or that you'd long to live. The Wands are all about bringing the adventure of your creative process into manifest form. So yeah, no pressure, Rita. That's right. No pressure. Anyway, so the Wands, the 10 of Wands represents feeling burdened. Like this week, we're being called to release the things that no longer serve us, release the burdens, release the heaviness, release the pressure. And this could be pressure coming from your workplace. Maybe it's pressure coming from your family. Maybe you are putting a lot of pressure on yourself to give or to overgive or to produce or you're trying to rush a process, or maybe you've got these huge expectations of yourself. Let it go. This week we're being called to let go of the burdens, to take some of the, like, hand it over to Spirit, hand it over and let Spirit carry this for you for a while. It's time to drop the burdens. This card will usually come up when we're ready for a new chapter, we're ready for a new beginning, are ready for a new creative process or a new creative adventure, or a new and studying something new, a new job, a new career. It could be, even like living in the current relationship that you're in right now might be a heavy burden. So yeah, this is the card of releasing burdens. Maybe it could even be like expectations that you have of someone else in your life, and then finally just letting it go, knowing that you can't change someone, that they're not going to be any different, and in fact you're carrying a heavy burden that you no longer need to carry anymore, trying to fix the situation, trying to sort it out. So yes, when this card comes up, it is about feeling oppressed in the situations that you find yourself in, or your work situation, or your business, or maybe it's in your relationship. But either way, it's a feeling of being oppressed, and it's time to release yourself to liberate yourself from that. Sometimes it really is about the journey, not the destination. It's like you've got to this point now, and it was never about arriving here today. It was really about all of the experiences that you had that have created, or that have created your becoming. And it was never really about the destination. It was all about the journey. And so it's reached its finality. It's time for a new chapter. It's time for a new beginning. So it is a great card, despite him looking so glum. This is an opportunity for a new beginning, a new chapter. Hi, Jack. Good to see you. All right, let's go to the next card. Oh, you can't make this shit up. You absolutely cannot. Wait till you see the next card. Wait till you see the next card. I'm going to show you. It's a great card. I'm going to turn that heater off. It's getting a bit hot. Be a bit warm in here. It's a bit cold. All right, next card. Now we've got the Fool. The Fool. Here we go. Now, yes, fabulous card. This is about a new chapter. This week, take a risk. The message this week, let go of what no longer serves you. Let go of the burdens. Let go of the superfluous bullshit that's standing in the way between you and this new beginning. Drop it. Let it go. It's time to move on. The Fool is all about taking a risk, jumping off the cliff, not knowing exactly where you're going to land, but trusting, having faith in the hunch, in the instincts that you have inside of you, the drive that you have, the feeling that you have to start anew. This is a brand new chapter and it's so exciting. We get to, and here's the other thing as well. We're going into the second half of the year. So for those of you who may have had your New Year's resolutions at the beginning of the year and feeling like, oh, you haven't achieved them. This is like the second chance, right? Another opportunity to give it a go. Yes, it's such a great combination, Claire, isn't it? So good. It's fabulous. So yes, let's talk about who the Fool is. So here's Dionysus in the Mythic Tarot, and he was known as the drunken stupor. So he is all about you letting go of the worldly problems, going out and having some fun, lightening up a bit. Like go and take a few risks, go and have some fun, loosen up. So in his myth, like he was the patron of Pompeii. And in ancient Rome, all the Italians would go to Pompeii to go and have their little holiday. I guess it was a bit like Ibiza or Bali. And they would go there and they would go and celebrate Dionysus, and there were penises all over the city, everywhere. It was the city of fertility. And they would have orgies and stuff. And they would drink and have fun and have a good time and do all the things just to celebrate and let go of all their problems. So yes, we're being called to just lighten up a bit this week. Don't take things so seriously. Just, stop running your life by an alarm clock. Smash the alarm clock. Fuck the alarm clock. Get rid of it. It's like some of you can't. But, live in the moment. Like, be open to present moment awareness. He is source. He's everywhere and he's nowhere. He's the eternal backpacker. He's you being guided by instinct. This is you getting off the airplane, landing in some strange destination, not knowing where your next, what bus you're going to get on, but being led somewhere and finding a bus and just seeing where it takes you. Take a risk. New experiences grow you. They grow you. Doing the same thing over and over and over again is going to keep you oppressed and stuck. This is about taking a few new risks. This is about having new experiences. New experiences grow you. You get to find yourself. You get to discover more of who you are through having new experiences. You get to discover a courage muscle that you didn't have. You get to discover an emotional experience that you wouldn't have had prior. So it's just such a beautiful card, the Fool. And he's you. He is you on the hero's journey. He's you at the beginning of the journey, ready to start a new chapter, a brand new chapter. Great card, excellent card to show up tonight. Don't know what the next card's going to be. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm not. Please be good. I don't know what it is. Please be good. Please be something fun, right? We want something fun, don't we? Oh, okay. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Oh, goodness gracious me. Well, the Lovers card. Yeah, it's a fabulous reading, isn't it, Tony? The Lovers card. Now, in the myth, let me tell you about the myth of this card. So, Paris. This is Paris here. So the gods were asked to judge this beauty contest between Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite. And the gods were like, we're not going to be so stupid to do this, because whoever we don't choose, we're going to be at the wrath of her anger. So let's get a mortal and we'll get him in and get him to vote. Let him do it. And so they chose Paris because Paris was young and youthful, And he was a very handsome shepherd at the time, even though he was the son of a king, a prince. He was a prince. He didn't know it at that point, but anyway. And so he was shagging all these women in the fields. He was having a good time. He was playing the field. He was playing the field in the fields, being a shepherd in the fields, having a good time. And he had an eye for beauty. And so what he did, so he came in. They asked him, and he said yes, but he couldn't say no. Because he was going to die either way, so he had to go in and do it. So, Athena said to him, "If you choose me, I'm going to make you the greatest warrior that ever lived. Hera said, if you choose me, you'll rule the world. I'll make you the greatest ruler that ever lived." And then Aphrodite, she drops her gown. And she just looks, she's Venus. She looks beautiful. She's love in like ecstatic motion. She was just stunning. And she said to him, "Well, if you choose me, I'm going to give you the most beautiful woman in the world." And he just couldn't control himself. And so he chose Aphrodite. Big problems. So she gave him the greatest, like the most beautiful woman in the world, and her name was Helen of Troy. And she was Helen of Sparta at that point, and she was married to Menelaus. And so he stole her. They ran off, they eloped, and she became Helen of Troy, and it created this massive war, the war of Troy and the downfall of Troy. And Paris died. Helen walked out unscathed, and that's the end of the story. So he lost his life over this choice. So the message of this card is really about thinking long term regarding any choices that you need to make. And yes, this is the card of the potential of choosing relationships that may be out of alignment for who you really are or what you want. And sometimes, and I say this to my clients as well, sometimes, like I often get clients coming in saying to me, "Oh, I've met my twin flame. It's like we've known each other, our whole lives. With this past life connection. It's a past life connection. He's my twin flame, or she's my twin flame." And then as they're talking about that, I start to hear snippets of how dysfunctional the relationship is. And really what it is, it's trauma bonding. And so, we need to be careful when we feel that sympathetic resonance with someone, when you feel that it's not all the time, but I'm going to be honest with you, majority of my clients, they do come in with these relationships that really it's a familiar feeling based on the conditions they were born into and the dysfunctional relationships that they had with their parents in their childhood. And they're trying to get a corrected experience with this someone who is completely dysfunctional. It's not a fit. They are replaying the same trauma or the same issue or another version of it over and over again. So this is the card of dealing with conflict, relational conflict for sure, and relationship conflict as well. And thinking about what you want long term, opening your heart and your mind about what you actually do want long term. And are you willing? Are you prepared? Are you prepared to go inwards and do some of the personal work? So we're being faced with choices. So these choices don't necessarily mean relationships either. It can be choices with work. It could be choices in your career. It could be choices in your business. But you're being called to not do the same thing that you've always done. Be aware if there is a familiar note to this, if there's a familiar vibe to this, just look a little bit deeper at what you might be saying yes to. Just explore it a little bit more deeper, not necessarily making a commitment to that. This card does represent all those relationships that we've had that have just been a little bit of a, learning curves. We've all tried different relationships on for size, haven't we? Well, I have. Life's a box of chocolates, right? Something like that. Yes, anyway. Okay, so let's do a summary of the reading, shall we? So 10 of Wands. This is about releasing the burdens, releasing the oppression, liberate yourself from the past. It's time to move on. New creative journey, a new creative process. And don't, Kaz says, so don't go for what you think all glitters. It may wear a false mask. Yes, absolutely. Yes, trust it. Yes. I was going to say trust your feelings, sort of. Watch what your feelings like. Notice what's coming up for you. Just notice it. And if there is look deeper into yourself. Anyway, so releasing the burdens of the past, a new chapter. Be open to a new chapter. Be open to a new creative chapter. Like open your heart and your mind to your creativity. Like start opening up to new ways of being or new ways of expressing it into your reality. And hand over the trouble, hand over the big stuff to God or to spirit or to whatever. Just hand it over. Carry it for me. Release yourself. New beginnings. Dionysus. Go down. Go to Pompeii. Remember what I was talking about with Pompeii? Go to Pompeii. Go and have a good time. Let go a little bit. Let go and have some fun. Smash the alarm clock. Just be present. Be in the present moment. Enjoy what's there. Have some fun. Take a few risks. It's okay to have fun. You're allowed to have a good time. Go and enjoy yourself. Go and have some fun. Take a few risks. Take that leap of faith. Sign up for the course. Sign up for my course. You won't regret it. It'll be amazing. It will be. It'll be amazing. And take the risk. Do the thing that you've been called, that you feel the instincts to move towards. Just go and do it. And yes, choices in matters of the heart, choices in love. Oh, one should be so lucky, hey, to have choices. How nice to have a few choices. Think long term. Think long term. Don't think short term lusty. Well, lust is fun. It is fun. We don't mind a bit of fun, but long term, I want you to think long term. Is this really am I just replaying an old record again, or an old? Am I playing Groundhog Day? I'm back in Groundhog Day. Have a little feel into that, and choose wisely. Choose wisely. Paris didn't, and he lost his life. He may have had the most beautiful woman, in Sparta, but his city burnt down because of it. So all that glitters isn't necessarily gold. Yeah. All right. There you go. That's this week's reading. So it's time to do some cards. Oh. Somebody said on Instagram, my first marriage was like this. Thank God I realised that. And I've been very selective about what I want long term. Yeah, I think, if you're going, I was going to give some advice, but then I thought, well, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I think the answer is just going I can only speak from my perspective on that, really. I just think, there are no rules. You make up the rules, really, around relationship. You know all about this. I do know all about this, Tina. I certainly do. We know all about this, Tina. Yeah, you've just I think there are no real rules in relationship. You make up the rules based on your values and what's important to you and what your needs are. And yeah, I think you can have, if you want to live a polyamorous life, go for gold. I'm not sure anymore if that really is sustainable. And I don't like the idea of someone dumping. I'm going to be honest, this is going to be very crude. I'm just going to say it. I don't like the idea of someone dumping their load in me and then me having to clear the karma for them and for all their other partners that they've slept with. I'm not convinced anymore. Well, I was never convinced by it, but I don't like being tied down. But I think I like just, exploring one relationship at a time. I think that's more fun for me because I like to go a bit deep. I think people use polyamory as a bit of a cover. I think there are a lot of strange, unwell people who play in that field who are not really that conscious at all and that are just, I'm not on my own webpage. I can't say, Ash, if I was on my own page, I'm on Spirit Events Directory. I'm biting my tongue. If I was on my own page, I'd be just saying it exactly how I think. But yes, okay, reading time. Let's do it. Who am I going to read for first? I'll start with who's this? Hi, Laura Lawrenson. Nice to meet you. You'd appreciate some spirit guidance for sure. Okay. Oh, it's awful what's happened in the US. It's just so backward. It's just so disappointing. Tina on Instagram was saying, in light of what's happening in the US, I want to be of service to empowering women, but I don't know how or in what way or form. It's just awful. I just think it's another way to I'll write a post about it. I think I do need to speak about it. I won't do it on Spirit Events Directory, but I've got quite a bit to say about it, to be honest. And yeah, I'll wait. So, all right, Laura, this is for you. Laura, so this is the card of trying things on for size. So when this card comes up in a reading, the Two of Pentacles, it's a bit like being an apprentice, sort of. It's like you need to explore your hobbies or explore your interests a bit more deeply. Like maybe go and do some courses, or maybe you need to add to your repertoire of skills and go and do some in-house training with with work. Or this is definitely about finding your niche or finding your thing, but not really quite knowing. You're at the beginnings of your developing your craft for you in this lifetime. You're at the beginnings of that journey. And yeah, it is a bit like sometimes I explain it like this, trying on a pair of jeans, and some jeans fit and some don't, some just don't feel good, but you won't know until you try them on. So it is about using money, investing money, playing around with your finances. It's going to cost you money to explore your hobbies, right? It's just like you've got to invest, but it's like juggling, like trying to juggle things around to explore what really truly interests you. This card represents you, definitely the potential. Well, okay, so the first thing that came up was I heard creative process. This is about you being a creative, actually, and it's natural to you. You need the freedom. You need to sort of be open to this idea that your life is a blank canvas and that you can manifest whatever you truly want. You are a natural creative. It wouldn't surprise me if you're an artist. When this card comes up as well, I felt after I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, and the trip. So this is about you needing time out. This is about you needing some space to explore your art, to explore your craft. You need some spaciousness to be able, sacred space for you to be able to do that. Sacred space is really important. It's very difficult to listen in and to tune into yourself if you're constantly keeping yourself busy doing stuff. It's very difficult to feel into the currents of life, to where life is guiding you when you're constantly in motion. And, I'm in human design, I'm a generator. I have no problem, Energizer Bunny, I can keep going and going and going. And one of the lessons I've learned is that it's not until I take time out and I pause and I slow down that I really start to feel into the true nature of the work that I've come to deliver in this lifetime. I want the same for you. You need to slow down. Having a break or having a weekend away or doing something that's going to enable you to have some space to explore your own creative journey is like imperative. That's the message for you tonight. Okay. Tina, yes, Tina on Instagram. I'm going to read for Tina on Instagram, and then I'll read for Jocelyn Stephens. I hope I pronounced that correctly, Jocelyn. I'll just read for Tina on Instagram first. Yeah, so Shuffle the cards. Yeah, there's a huge, I was just thinking about the Lovers card as well. There is a huge, when you connect with someone in, so intimately and so deeply and physically, when you allow someone physically in your body, you are energetically taking on some of their karma. You are energetically taking on their stuff. And it does take a while to clear that out of your system. Our womb is amazing. It's a portal to the cosmic goddess. And on some level, men just want to come home to the great mother, and they're unconscious. They're unconscious. A lot of men are unconscious to this, and they're just abusing her unconsciously, not understanding. They don't understand that they're trying to heal themselves, but we're not. Your womb, your temple is not up for you're not a hospital for their sicknesses. Be careful, these polyamory guys, they're fucking dangerous. Being real. Just be careful, dodgy as fuck. Just said it. Right, so Tina. All right, so Tina. Oh, so great cards. So the first card that we've got for you is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands represents soul purpose. This is you knowing what you've come here to do. You know you're meant to be working with women. We spoke about this earlier on. You are a healer. Now, healers come in many forms. Okay, it's not necessarily doing Reiki or hands-on healing. I get the sense that talking therapy was probably is a better fit for you, Tina. I think you would get a lot out of that. So whether you enroll in a course or you do a short course or whatever that may be, I think you've got clarity now around what your next step is. It's like you know, but this card, Jason actually doesn't know what's ahead of him either. There's so much more to open up, but this is like, that moment of awakening that you've just really, now you get it. Now you understand that your work isn't just meant to be sitting here on the surface. It's never been about that for you. You're too deep. I mean, I've met you. I know we've had sessions together, and I know that there's so much more to what you have to offer this world than what you were doing before. Absolutely. So yeah, this tells me that you need to do something that's going to enable you to go on a personal journey as well, like your own personal and spiritual growth. So this is about you stepping into your sovereign power, into your agency. This is who I am in the world, and coming home to her, finally coming home to her. So I would encourage you to go and do some kind of training, whether it be psychotherapy, whether you go and do my course, you might want to do that. But whatever it is that you feel called to do, you need to do it. And it won't be just, it's going to bring you this sense of like substance of this is who I am in the world. Not that you don't know who you are. I know you know who you are. This is about becoming more of who you are and stepping into your power. And, my feeling is this will be a precursor to meeting a new partner, doing this work, stepping onto this path. So I'm going to suggest you sign up for some training, Tina. That's what I'm suggesting for you. Yeah, you found it. You know what you're here to do. It's more than just what's happening well, that's pretty huge. I mean, let's not deny that what's happening in the US is just like it's archaic. It's unbelievable that it's just like another version. Like when I felt, it's a control over another control, trying to control woman. Submit, make her submit, keep her in the house, pumping out babies, children that will also be at risk. It's not right. Anyway, all right. Jocelyn, this is for you. Oh, it is disgusting, Miranda. It's completely disgusting. Oh, women are going to have to fight back in the US. It's time to stand up. The younger generation really need to. Oh, I don't know. Oh, thanks, Tony. Appreciate that. Okay, Jocelyn, this is for you. Yes, but Tina said they need to help themselves. It isn't my job to heal anyone but myself. Agreed. And you stepping into your power and becoming your most vital, aligned version of who you are will enable others to have that experience of themselves in that way too. But you become the facilitator of that. Don't doubt your capacity to come in with really helpful insights and knowledge and skills that enable others to feel safe enough to explore their own inner reality to heal. You are part of that process for sure. And don't doubt that. Oh, you were speaking about men, the previous comment. Yes. Yeah. Okay, Jocelyn. Oh, look what we've got for you, Jocelyn. Oh, he's back. Old mate Dionysus, the fool. He's back for Jocelyn. Yes, Jocelyn, so take a risk. This is about new beginnings. It's time for you to open your mind and your heart to a new chapter. Take a leap of faith, jump onto a new path. Be open to a new direction. You're absolutely worth it. You're absolutely worth starting anew. You're absolutely worth having what you want. Don't doubt that. It's for you. It's for the taking. Take a leap of faith. I know what happens to the fool when he jumps off that cliff. He doesn't hurt himself. Actually, he's met with Hermes, the messenger, his personal guide. You are being guided. You're being guided by spirit. Jump. Take a leap of faith. The moon card suggests that you're going through a major transition. You are changing. You're going through growth, like you yourself are going through a major transition. You're like a caterpillar in the chrysalis. You're ready. Your wings are waiting to unfurl to become more of who you are. You will get what you want, even though you feel like life, you might feel like you're sort of a bit stuck or things don't seem to be moving. It is. It's like you're going through a major transition. You are going through change. You are changing. So be open to that. When Hecate comes up in a reading, we have to be patient. We do have to be patient and know that what you want is on the other side of what you can't see right now. It's like you're swimming in this collective sea, the collective sea of the ocean, of the unconscious, and all possibilities are open to you. What you want is possible for you. I want you to know that. You can have what you want. You definitely can have what you want. Take a leap of faith. Trust. It will be, you are going through a major life transition. And yeah, go and do the thing. Okay. Thanks, Courtney Whitehead. Courtney Whitehead has just shared. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes. All the love, Jocelyn. All the love. So, Courtney. Oh, I'm still with Jocelyn. That's interesting. Jocelyn, let's see. Courtney. Courtney, interesting thoughts were popping in as I was feeling into your cards. All right, so I just what I was feeling is that you're a little bit confused. There was a sense of confusion there, not sure about what you want, not really sure about it. Now, this tells me that there's either a job opportunity coming up for you, or you wanting a new job, wanting new employment, wanting some kind of, there's a choice. There's an offer coming your way, and you need to say yes to it. Say yes to it. It's going to be an improvement to where you're at. This card represents receiving some kind of certification or some kind of, this one, so these guys can see it, some kind of certification of some sort, recognition. So it could even be like you get an opportunity to upskill. That's not the word. Promotion, some kind of promotion of some sort, something like that. And these cards definitely. My feeling is as soon as I saw them, it was like, oh yeah, this is exciting. So yeah, work opportunities, new opportunities. If it hasn't happened now, it's going to happen in the very near future. This is really about, well, it's a timeline that you can jump on. This is really about you opening your heart and your mind to the possibility that you can have more and that more is possible for you regarding your career. Certifications absolutely provide you with new opportunities. Okay, so excuse me. Oh, who? I can't see. Hi, Dixie. Hello, Dixie. Lovely to meet you. Sure, would love to read for you. Would love it. Anybody else on Instagram? Would you like a little read? Instagram only goes for an hour. It's going to cut me off. So if you lose me, you'll have to jump onto Facebook. This it makes me look at that. My arms aren't that big. It's the thing on Instagram. I don't have my nice filter on Instagram at the moment. They took it off. They do that sometimes. Get rid of my nice filter. I like the sparkly filter. That's not spirit, that's dust, by the way. Yeah, anyway. Okay. Dixie, let's see what's coming up for you. Kaz, have you booked your reading in? That's what I want to know. Have you booked it in? And I'm not going to pick those cards for you, Dixie, because I was thinking about Kaz. Do it again. Two cards have flown out. I was going to pick two. I'm going to take these cards for you, Dixie. Just like that, they flew out. Oh, okay. So this is about you planting seeds, investments. This is about you investing in yourself, investing in any sort of new projects, investing in your health, investments, nurturing your financial stability or your capacity for earning. So when this card comes up, it is definitely about bringing ideas into manifest form, ideas that you have around making money, to bring that into manifest form, start planting the seeds. Now, this is such a beautiful time. Winter is such a great time to do some inner seeding, go into the very belly of your being and drop deep within you and start really exploring what it is that you want to bring into manifest form. What do you want to birth? What do you want to bring into reality? What do you want to bring into fruition? And definitely this is around healing, the healing arts. Now, if you're not already doing that, this is confirmation to do that. If you're already doing that, this is about you not doubting your skills and your capacity for making change. Even though Aristeas he works at the grassroots. We've got Aristeas here. He works in the sort of at the grassroots, and he's definitely into the healing arts. He was given all of these skills gifted all of these skills from the gods and the goddesses, Athena, loads of them, and they gifted him with these healing abilities. And he went around and he shared this with all the communities. And he was meant to share it. He was so clever that he healed the sick bees. He's not afraid to work with what others might seem, as being they're too good for that, or they're above and beyond that. He's not afraid to do the grassroots work. So the message is don't doubt the grassroots. Some of the best learnings happen when you start at the grassroots and you learn, from all the practical application of your craft. It deepens your connection to it. And he is in the sign of, he is in the sign of Virgo. This guy here, he is in the sign of Virgo. Virgos are mutable, meaning that they can, like, they're not like chameleons, but Virgo energy is changeable, meaning that you're here to evolve. You're not here to stay stuck in one version of you. You're here to continually evolve that in the art of service, in your, serving the community, in the healing arts. You're a healer. I trust that. Okay, that was for you. So now, Shanks, yes, I'd love to read for you. You've never asked me before. Yes, I'd be very happy to do that. I'm going to do a reading for Shanks on Instagram. I didn't realise you were watching. Now I feel shy. Now I'll be all right. Yeah, okay, let's see what cards come up for you. Might be different Kaz. No, you're the same Kaz. Have I got you? You're Kaz that came to, are you the Kaz that came to the Flourish Centre? Let me know. I'm confused. I thought you were Karen in Melbourne. Are you Kaz that came to the Flourish Centre and had sessions with me there? Did you do the channeling training with me? Because if so, yeah, you don't have a reading booked in with me. The other Karen, no. What? No, what? No, you're not Karen from. Now I'm still confused. Are you Karen from Melbourne, or are you Karen from the Flourish Centre? You have to be clearer with me, Kaz, because I'm Karen in Melbourne, but no, haven't. Yes, you did. Oh, are you another Karen that I haven't met before? Oh, we haven't met before then. No, are you Karen that's doing my tarot course? Oh, I'm all confused, Facebook. I've lost myself. I'm confused. Yes, I was right. Yes, you do have a reading that you haven't booked in with me. Oh, we've never met. Oh, now I'm just completely confused. I don't know. Don't worry about it. I've got no idea anymore. Lost. Freaking lost. Anyway, so much for being psychic, right? All right, Shanks, this is for you. Let's read a card for you. Let's see. You didn't ask me a question. So we'll see what too many Karens. I know. Way too many Karens. All right, I've got to focus. It's actually really funny, Karen. I'm sort of I think it's really funny. These guys on Facebook are just like, whatever. Can she hurry up and start reading? I think it's really funny. Anyway, okay, this is for Shannon. Let's see what comes up. Oh, Shanks, wait till you see this. So we've got the Lover's card. So the Lover's card represents choices in matters of the heart. There are choices for you to make. And so this card it is a message about not falling back into old patterns, like being careful that you don't start replaying the past over and over again. Now, we've had a few little discussions around that, and I won't say it, but just be careful about rescuing. You're not here to rescue anyone. You're not here to solve anybody's problems, and you're certainly not responsible for how other people feel. Obviously, we have we're not here to hurt people or upset people, and right intention. But there is a danger of you falling back into old patterns. So and replaying the past, replaying it, which trauma bonding. So you need to be careful. You need to be careful around choices in terms of matters of the heart, and really think about long term. What do you want long term for yourself? Being a little selfish, like what do you want for you long term? And this is about conflict around relationships and conflict in feeling. And sometimes it is about love triangles as well, when we get caught up in these love triangles, and where there may be some triangulation playing out too, meaning that two people get played off, or someone's maybe even playing you off, someone else. So you need to watch out for that. So yes, this is about choices in terms of what your heart truly desires. It is the relationship card. The Lovers card is the relationship card, but it's not like, this is about you becoming more conscious of who you are and what you're attracting in your life, waking up to that, becoming more aware of that. It's not always, it isn't easy for, all of us, really. It isn't easy, is it? To let go of, or to, there's some people out there that are just so attractive, and there's red flags all over it, and yet you just, you just go, life's a box of chocolates, why not? But yeah, it's not like long term, it's not a good idea. So you need to, look at this, the burden. So yes, this is the card of the burden. You need to, it will oppress you. You will feel oppressed by it. So this is like releasing the burden. You need to start anew. This is about you starting a new chapter, a new creative chapter. And these are the same. Hey, everyone, these are the same cards that we had for the energy report. I would go back and listen to the energy report as well, Shannon, because I suspect there'll be some good juju in there for you. There'll be something in that for you, because this is the card of like feeling like the burden of like it's time to start anew. It's time to start a new adventure. And you're a Sagittarius. You love, this is like your true nature, is to be free and to play and to go out and explore life and to have adventures and to travel, and to not just travel externally, but in your own mind, all of that. It's part of your true nature. It's how you shine in the world. That's where you like your shiny self. It's your sun. It's your inner sun. And yeah, if you're feeling oppressed and tied down to something, it's time to release that burden. It's no longer serving you. And some of that will be around the responsibility that you feel for others in your current life now, to release some of the burdens around that. There might be like huge expectations of you, but it'll be based on some of that trauma bonding, the stuff from the past that you're playing out again in relationship, in your relational world. I think that's pretty clear, that message for you. I hope that was helpful. That was fun reading for you. I haven't done that before. Thanks. I enjoyed that. All right. So now I'm going to read for somebody on Facebook. On Facebook. Okay. Narelle. Hi, Narelle. Narelle Piper. Yes, I'd love to read for you. Yeah, it's the same as the collective read, isn't it, Kaz? Yeah, interesting, hey? That he got the same. He needs to go back and listen to that. I think, well, if he's open-minded. We can't force him, can we? Can't force him to do that. But yeah. Okay. Narelle Piper. Let's see what's... Oh, I've got one minute remaining on Instagram. 105, 104, 103. If you want to join me, if you still want to like listen in, you've got to jump onto Facebook, okay? Because it's going to shut me down. It's going to shut me off. It's going to be the end of my Instagram live. All right. So Narelle, this is for you. Yeah, go over to FB. I need to see your face, Kaz. I'm completely bewildered by it. We're not bewildered. I don't know. It's like I'm amused, and Kaz, I need to work out who you are. Yeah, hop over to FB. I want to see you, and then tag me so I can find your profile. Yeah. Okay, Narelle. Hello, Narelle. I'm sending you all the love. I'd love to read for you. Let's see what comes up. Oh. Okay, Narelle. This is you thinking about, potentially doing some study or upgrading your practice or developing a new skill. I'm just going to share this to Instagram before it disappears. Well, that's a weird face on there. Oh, well, too bad. You get what you get. You don't get upset. No one cares. Oh, I've got to put title in. Christ. Tarot report. Yeah, my face looks all weird. It's doing this. It's not a good look, is it? No hot guys in my life. Who cares? No one. I've got no one. I'm lonely. No, I'm not lonely. I'm having a good time. But yeah, no hot men in my life. You know, it is what it is. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so Narelle. This is the Three of Pentacles. So this card, this is about you potentially having some kind of like maybe even like getting some sort of certification, or maybe you've just become certified, but this is about you receiving some kind of certification of some sort, and that you definitely, it would be in your best interest to do that. This tells me that you've got some doubts and fears around your current situation, and there's an off note, and I think you're ready to change things up. You need to trust the off note. You need to trust that. I think it's time to explore your career or deepen your connection to your career, or definitely like look at ways in which you can up level your practice or new skill or upskill. Those doubts and fears that you have, I think you need to trust the off note. This is a yes to trust the off note. We're not taught to trust ourselves, are we? We're not really trained. We don't socially, we don't talk about, we're sort of shamed for having feelings or for being sensitive or to feeling things like it's not as important. Use your mind, be logical, think, be sensible, think rationally. And sometimes, we do need to trust our intuition, our instincts, our, the feelings that we have. I mean, we don't want to be ruled by our emotional world, but this card is suggesting that you do there's some insecurity around the situation that you find yourself in. And I would encourage you to upskill and do some, if you haven't already done, if you've been offered a new position, say yes to it. If you haven't already done some training, start thinking about doing that. Okay. Holly says, who needs males? Who needs them? Yes, well, they are fun to have around when you've got someone nice, someone that, can chit chat to you, and that is nice, having that sort of companionship. It's fun. It is fun. Just recently I met someone who didn't agree with my spiritual practices, didn't like the way, didn't like that about me, didn't think it was good enough, not enough to sustain a relationship, because it just absolutely doesn't agree with it. That hurt my feelings a bit. That wasn't very nice. It really hurt my feelings. But it is what I am. I can't change that. I'm not going to. I'm not fucking going to. This is you get what you get and you don't get upset. Right, everyone? Yes. Hurt my feelings though, it did. I'd cry. I cried over it. I think what was really upsetting, so the Lover's card, right? So if we put this in the context of the Lover's card, he was just playing out. He was playing out the relationship that I've had with my family, with my mum, and over my practice, my private practice, the work that I do, and my family not taking it seriously and thinking that it's just nutty. Because my family do think I'm a nut. Well, they don't think I'm nut. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They do think they love me. But they do think I'm a bit nutty. And yeah, he was playing that out. That wound was being fucking triggered like a mofo. And I could have hung around and stayed and potentially, no, but I know. But no, I want to relax. I want to relax and hang out with old mate when I feel like it and all of that sort of stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to change for anyone. Oh, I can't. This is it. You get what you get. I don't want to. And it's so embodied now. It's like it's in every cell of my being. So that's it. The end. Yeah, I was heartbroken. Broke my heart. I liked him. But, it's all right. It's always another bus to catch. Plenty of fish in the sea, as they say. Yes, there's always someone else. There is always someone else. It's fine. I'll meet someone else. Have some more fun. Yes, self-love, Miranda. Absolutely. Absolutely. You can't compromise on who you are. And when someone's saying that sort of stuff to you, that you're not lovable because of that they can't accept you because of who you are, Christ, it's not very nice, is it? It's awful. True colours, hey? True colours. Yeah. Oh, too spiritual. What is that? What is that? Anyway, I wouldn't say I've got a spiritual ego. I don't. I don't. Because, sometimes I think I'm just so inappropriate. Say inappropriate things, post inappropriate stuff. Sometimes I post things about dicks and stuff, rude stuff. Because, Kaz, you there? Is that you, Kaz? Is that K Mac on Facebook? It's Kaz. She's made it here. The mysterious Kaz. I feel like we know each other, but we don't know each other. But I feel like we know each other. Anyway, okay. I've read for Narelle. Who am I going to read for now? Yeah. Kaz, I have to read for you. Kaz, I'm reading for you because it's just so much fun. You're so fun, Kaz. Thanks for being here. I'm going to fully check your profile. Are we friends? You need to friend me on Facebook. All of you, jump on my personal, Facebook and friend me. People who genuinely like me. Don't friend me just because you think you're going to get another free reading out of it. No, I'm talking about people with genuine connection. Friend me. We'd love to hang out. Share my inappropriate posts with you. Okay. Kaz. Oh, Kaz. Fabulous cards. Okay, so we've got here the Judgment card. This is Hermes. So this is you on the precipice of this new chapter. But it's time to cut ties to the past. And it is time to do some of that inner work again, to just sort of look at, this is a very karmic card. This is about being able to now to sit with the past, having some resilience to it now. It's such a fabulous card. This says that you've evolved, that you've grown, and that you can handle it now. You can handle what has happened. You're not touched by it in the same way that you once were. And so you've come a long way to get to this point. There's been a lot of growth that has brought you to this present moment. But yes, it is still about facing some of the ghosts of the past. And really it's about cutting ties to it, like ending the relationship to this past, moving on for it, maybe compartmentalizing it and putting it in the drawer that it belongs in and just shutting the drawer now. It's finished. It's time to move on. If love was going to find its way to you, Kaz, if you haven't already met someone, it's on its way. He's on it. It's happening. It's on its way for you. Love will find its way. This is like love will conquer all. Love will find a way. You've been through a lot. Now, if it hasn't already arrived, it's arriving very, very soon. This is like open your heart. You will have, this is emotional fulfillment, wish fulfillment. But you've got to cut ties to the past. You've got to cut ties to the past. Yeah, that was for you. Okay, so yeah, where are we going? Hi, Susan. So before I do another read, I just want to say this. So don't forget, I've got my 9-month tarot course. 9 months, you, me, and a small group of women, 6 women, and we go deep on the Mythic Tarot, not just learning about the psychology and the mythology of the cards, but also you will be having a personal and spiritual journey for yourself, transformation. You go through your own personal growth and have incredible experiences learning about who you are, bringing up unconscious material, repressed versions of you that are so valuable, that are waiting to be seen, finding your shine, stepping into your power. And you definitely do not need to do the 9-month course to become a tarot therapist. You can do this course just for yourself. One of my clients, Carlina, who's doing the course, said to me, this is like the best therapy course program she's ever done. And she says, it's like it's cheap therapy. I'm getting therapy every week. And I listen to her as well, incorporating all of what she's learning in her everyday life. It's not just a tarot course. It is not just a tarot course. It will have you stand out. If you want to take your practice seriously, it'll have you stand out as a tarot therapist, to stand out amongst all the sea of unethical readers out there, because there are a lot of readers out there that do not have basic counselling skills, that come into these settings
and give very poor advice as well. We in the tarot therapy course, we invite in, it's a collaborative process. You learn how to collaborate with your clients, to hold space for your clients, but to have their stories witnessed, to help them tap into their loved ones who have passed over, to also connect with guardian angels, their earthbound guardian angels, to develop positive life-giving relationships with themselves, of course, and with others, but also, you know, to help them become co-creators of their experience, to co-create with life, to co-create with their heart, to become the creators of their experience. Life is happening through you. It's not happening to you. And when we can kind of flip the switch a bit, then we start to take our power back. It's such an incredible course. It is for 9 months, so it's like a rebirth. You know, it is. I always wanted to run it for 9 months. I started running it as a 6-month journey, and it wasn't enough. I didn't feel like people were getting enough of the therapy. And that's really what I wanted to focus on, not just learning about the cards, because you learn, go deep on all the cards, but to experience the therapeutic application of the tarot, not just giving it to, you know, doing that for others, but to experience, to have an experiential, you know, experience of tarot therapy and how it can change your life. So you come into your practice with lived experience. You get to share, live your, you know, it's not stuff you've just learnt from a book, or you've read a book and you're reading the divinatory meanings. It's so much more deeper than that. So yeah, the link to the course is above. You wish it never ended. We're still so early in it, Miranda. There's still so much more to explore. I cannot wait, Miranda, to take you to the narrative therapy side of it, to learn narrative therapy. You've already had a bit of a dabble with the remembering conversations, but there's so much more that we haven't touched yet. I just can't wait to share. I love the women I've been, you know, working with. It's been so good. Yeah, it's fabulous. Oh, thanks, Linda. Linda said so much knowledge goes into this course. Honestly, the best thing I've ever done, and I just loved it. All very deep and meaningful. It is. You are meaningful. You are meaningful. You do this for you. Ultimately, it's for you. Yeah, it's just the best. So anyway, if you've got any questions, how much is it? At the moment, the early bird price is $3,333 for 9 months. That's you, me, and a group of small women, as in a small group, six women every week meeting on Zoom. So we meet on Zoom every week to do the therapy and to learn about the tarot. Tarot psychotherapy. It's a psychotherapy journey. And you're learning about Jungian psychology, and it's fabulous. And then you've got a membership site with all the content in there. So it's your content. You get to keep it forever. You can either leave it in the membership site, or you can download it from the membership site. So I can store it for you, or you can store it on your hard drive. All of the live trainings that we do does not go on the membership site. That stays in the private Facebook group. And all of those live trainings are downloadable. So you can click it, download it onto your hard drive, and you get to keep all of the live trainings that we do over the 9 months. That's 9 months worth of training. It's so valuable. It is so valuable. I do not upload the trainings into the member vault because people are doing so much personal journey work. It's too private. I can't do that. So after 3 months, I do delete the group. So you've got to go in and you've got to make sure you download the live trainings if you want to keep them, and it's yours forever. It's yours forever. There is an easy pay option. The easy pay option is $300 per month for 12 months. So the early bird finishes 10th of July, and then the price goes up to $3,997. So you want to get in sooner than later, before the early bird ends. And there is an early bird for the easy pay as well. So yes, it is amazing. It's so good. I'm so proud of it. We're in the process, I keep saying this, but we are in the process of, we've just started doing some of the certification. Oh, there's so many hoops I've got to jump through to get that done, but I've got an awesome VA who's set up the member vault and setting it all up for me so that we can take it next level. I'm so proud of it. There's nothing like it there's nothing like it out there. Honestly, there isn't. You'll never find a course like this, not unless someone copies me. It's likely to happen at some point. but they won't. Whoever copies, they won't get me. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So, Tony. Hello, Tony. Yes, lovely to see you. Lovely to meet you. I'm so glad that you've been around tonight. You've been so lovely tonight, sharing all your good juju with everyone. Big hugs, big love. Let me read some cards for you. Oh, okay. So the first card that's come up is the Five of Cups. So this is about, I feel that this is an internal conflict that you have within you, within yourself, around the past. And there's been some betrayal and you're not quite over it yet. You feel hurt by it. And there's still some healing that needs to be had. And some of it might be more so about things that you regret you didn't get to say, or that were the left unsaid. But nonetheless, it was like this is about betrayals, heart betrayal, and feeling like your heart has been betrayed, and that this is about you having to do some healing work around your heart chakra. And I always think of the heart chakra as the portal to spirit, like portal to soul and spirit. We know who we are through our heart. We feel it in here. Yes, we've got this incredible, like, life-giving cosmic womb space that enables us to bring ideas into form, and we can feel into our instincts, into the very deep aspects of our being. But our heart has this field that extends 10 feet out of our body. This is science. This is not me making it up. This is science. Look up HeartMath. And your heart field, it connects with others. We sense energy through it, and it is our soul signature. It's our soul. It's how we express our soul in the world. We feel, and it has more neurons than the brain. It's so intelligent, and in fact, it informs the brain. And it holds memories and feelings. And your heart matters, Tony, is my point. Your heart really matters. This is about you. This is about you. We're doing some work around some love, opening up to self-love, loving yourself, and following your passions. It's not too late. And if you already are, this is about going even deeper on that. This is scorpionic energy. This is going into the very depth of the world of feeling. I think you'd make an incredible, like, emotional therapist of some sort, working with emotions. Helen, this is actually Helen of Troy. But this card is in the sign of Scorpio. This is about Scorpios. They're deep, and they're private, and they have a lot of personal insight. They understand the psychology of human. They love to explore that. They have an interest, and they're like detectives. They're like the CIA. They like to sort of, get to the bottom of things. And I think you have a natural affinity for psychology or for the psychological arts. I think it works really well for you. And let yourself have it. If you're not already doing it, let yourself have it. You need to, like, open your heart and your mind to your, what you feel deeply inside of you, what you feel called towards. Let the instincts, let your emotions. This is not about being ruled by your emotions. That's not what I'm saying. But follow your passions. Let your passions, let it out. It's time to let it out and explore it more deeply. Look, her dress is fully immersed in the water element, in the world of feeling, relational energy, relationship, opening your heart and your mind to relationship. Yeah. Okay, that was for Tony. All right. Well, everyone, I'm going to put closure on tonight's session. I'm a bit tired now. So what was that? What you was going to read just as you mentioned about your course? Oh, I'm sorry, Susan. I'm going to put closure on tonight. Please don't take it personally. I'm a bit tired now. I can feel it in my throat. My throat feels a bit tight. So I think I've had enough now. So I'm going to put closure on things. Yes, if you'd love to join my course, private message me. It'll be like, oh, amazing. You won't regret it. Trust your feelings. Trust yourself. Message me. We'll talk about it. And yeah, I'm sending you all so much love. And I'll see you all next week. Next week will probably be Monday instead of Sunday. But I'll see you all next week. All the love. Have an amazing evening. Thanks for showing up and sharing. Take care, everyone. Bye.